Do you know what kind of guy actually makes progress in starting a business compared to all the entrepreneurs out there who think about making a business for like 3 months or 6 months? There's a certain kind of man who makes progress so much faster and actually gets the success. It's not like the autists who are just watching a ton of fucking YouTube videos. It's not the overthinkers who are trying to debate every step of the way. It's the arrogance guys. The guys who aren't humble at all. So in this video, I'm going to explain to you why being humble is actually bad for business. First of all, let's start with the real definition of humble. Do you know what it is? Like, do you know what the textbook definition is? I'll tell my editor, Henrik, to put a little screenshot. The definition of humble is to have a low view of oneself. I don't know if you're a fucking pussy or not, but I'm not. And having a low view of myself sounds like a fucking retarded thing to have. Humbleness is perceptuated. I don't even know if that's the right word, but you know, I'm not even. Humbleness is pushed by the skinny neck guys who are into philosophy and they're telling everyone to be more humble. The reason why is because they've got low self-esteem. Having a low view of yourself is a fucking terrible way to live life and to pursue your business. In fact, what's better is the fucking opposite. You will make more money if you are the opposite of humble, which is that you have an extremely high view of yourself. Because I've helped hundreds of guys to get into business with this program right here. And I'm telling you right now, the students that I've seen who have come in and fucking dominated and made over $10,000 in one of the first months of their business always are more of these arrogant, very, very, very high self-belief young men. One of the first students I saw do this was actually our top student, Zane, who joined in 2023. He was on the same benefits. So imagine this student of mine joined and he was on the same benefits that I used to be on, like government welfare. And he had this fucking arrogant, aggressive, big dick energy exactly like I do. And he goes from being on benefits to doing what, $20,000, $30,000 months. Our most recent student who's fucking killing it, his post is right there, is Diego. Got up to $15,000 and he has this like prestigious personality where he thinks he fucking deserves this. I'm telling you right now, I see hundreds of guys who want to be entrepreneurs and it's always these soft, humble philosophy type of guys who never fucking even get a single sale because they're just soft and slow. It's never those humble guys who do well that I've personally seen in business. And remember, like, people lie to you. You know, when the winner goes up to the stadium and says, "Oh, thank you for this trophy, you know, I don't really deserve it. I couldn't have done it without you guys." He's fucking a girl so fucking hard when he goes home thinking I'm the fucking guy. Just in front of the peasants, he'll tell you like, "Yeah, I couldn't have done it without you guys, you know, I'm like not that great and stuff." Don't fucking fall for the winners, like the alphas who pretend to be humble. They're only doing that to appeal to the peasants. Don't you fucking fall for it. I'm telling you right now, every winner out there has got big dick energy. Every single winner is arrogant. Whether they show it to you or not is different. Imagine some guy that you know who's doing pretty well. I'm telling you right now, away from the cameras, away from the little podium, whatever bullshit, they're like looking at themselves in the mirror like, "Fuck yeah, bro, I'm gonna fucking do this shit." They've got the same arrogant mindset. This is literally a trait of the successful. It's just that they might not present it to other people, but it's happening. It's the fast-paced, 10 coffees a day kind of guy who gets success in the modern day businesses like becoming an educational content creator. That's the kind of personality I want you to start like adopting into yourself. You have this slow, lethargic personality built up from school where, you know, you had to wait up until your teacher would tell you to do something and you just follow instructions, color in inside of the fucking lines. You're the fucking teacher now. You're like the daddy now and you have to act like it. I'm telling you, these guys who I see who do well, the way they talk about themselves would make anyone other than basically me kind of cringe, because I get it, but like the way, like for example, that student I mentioned to you, Zane, the way he would talk about himself, like, "Yeah, I know I'm going to get rich. I know I'm going to do this. I know I'm going to do this." I know for a fact that made so many people cringe and almost get like offended. But I understood it, and he literally did not surprise me when he created this success. The educational content creators program is full of killers like Zane and Diego who have gotten onto this business model of being a YouTuber and done so well. And you can literally join the program, get the step-by-step method to start this business and to network with guys like that, which is the top link in the description. And I'll tell you my story with me deciding if I should be humble or not. I've never been humble in my life because I wasn't a pussy, basically. But when I started to post onto YouTube in 2020 and 2021, I used to get a ton of comments from people to say, oh, you should be more humble, you should be more humble. Finally, in 2023, I actually decided to listen to these guys, and 2023, 2024, around that time. And when I listened to these guys, you know what was interesting? Basically, every part of my life got worse. I stopped working as hard. I started being one of those fucking ungroomed little philosophy overthinker little pussies. You know, like those, like the type of guys who tell you to be humble. I'm telling you right now, they're all into like just gay philosophy. They're all into just sitting there and just fucking like thinking about shit for hours. That's what I started to do. Because when you're not humble, when you're more arrogant with this big dick energy, you're kind of aggressive with your action taking. When you're more humble, you have this low view of yourself. You have this like, you know, fucking peasantry kind of wholesome self-deprecating view. You do a lot of overthinking. It objectively made my life worse in basically every fucking conceivable way, being humble compared to having that big dick arrogant mindset. And this was the worst, most brutal part. You know, the people who were telling me to be humble, they are exactly like bitches. They are like the women that I fuck. And I'm telling you, this is this is gonna be brutal. If you're a bit red pilled, you'll know what I mean. When a girl that you're fucking calls you an asshole, but you are the one who's pounding her, do you think you should change your personality because she calls you an asshole and told you to be nicer to her? No, she's into you because of the way that you are, even though she says some bullshit. Let's say a girl calls you an asshole and you are the one who's actually sleeping with her. And you actually start journaling about it like a fucking pussy. Oh yeah, maybe I should be nicer to girls and whatever. And you change. You have done what she told you to do. She will get unattracted to you, and within a month, she will start to get fucked by a guy who she calls an asshole. We all know that this is the truth, and guess what? With people who'll comment, you know, like almost those hate comments telling you, oh, be more humble, stop being arrogant. It's the same thing. They'll say all this when you're arrogant with this big dick energy. And the moment you listen to these people who'll comment that on your social media content, they will then literally stop watching you and they'll go and comment on the video of like someone else who's arrogant. You've got to understand like women and little fucking peasantry men who leave little comments on the internet, they have the same weird energy. They obsess over the kind of alpha male, but they'll try and tell him to change. They want to tame the guy, like the sort of guy that they worship, even though they'll act like they're not worshiping you. They literally are. They'll try to tame him. And when he is tamed, the problem is their desire for wanting to tame someone does not change. A woman and these fucking losers do not want a tamed man. They want a man they can try to tame. As soon as you are tamed, they will move to a man that they can try to tame. So if you are getting any comments from people who are telling you like, oh, be more humble, be more humble, if you became more humble, they would stop commenting. They would literally stop watching and they would start to watch someone else and tell him be more humble. The girl, like, do you understand the fucking weird paradigm here? This is why you've got to almost not listen to the actual words, like the content of anything that comes out of the mouth of basically every fucking person out there. I'm telling you, this is the truth. There's a select, maybe 5 people in my life who I listen to the words that they say. Everyone else, I try my best. I'm not always perfect, but I now try my best to not even listen to what they say, and I just judge them by their actions. If a motherfucker's commenting on my videos and saying, oh, you should be more humble, he's boosting the algorithm for me. Thank you, retard. If a girl you're smashing is telling you like, oh, you know, you're a bit of an asshole sometimes, but she's literally coming over to suck and fuck you, You are already doing what it takes to attract her. When you listen to these people and you change the person you are, it's so brutal. They will go find another person who was just like you beforehand. And the worst thing is, they will never forgive you for it as well. If you then try to redeem yourself to become more like that sort of like, the sort of Chad, asshole, red pill guy, or more of the arrogant creator, those people will never come back because they've shit tested you and you fucking failed. You understand what a shit test is, don't you? It's when, for example, a woman will say something to see if you'll crack. And as soon as you fail that, it's so hard to ever get a woman's attraction. It's so hard to ever redeem yourself on social media when people have seen that you're a bitch who will like change his mind or something. You've got to not do the same mistake that I did, which is this humbleness bullshit of like listening to the people and this self-deprecating shit. I made a video recently which was all about reading comments. It was like the general theme was don't fucking read comments. But on this one, it's don't read comments 100%, but also just don't fucking be humble. So what does this actually look like in your videos? Huge conviction in the things that you say. None of this pussy, if you follow my advice, it might work for you. You really think a guy who's struggling with your niche, like, he's jacking off too much, and you telling him, yeah, you could try this if you want, you think he's gonna fucking listen to you? You need to have this conviction, which is, this advice will change your life. The way that you stop this bad habit is by doing this. Not like, oh, you can try and stop this bad habit, like speaking like a fucking pussy, right? When you are humble and you don't have this enlarged fucking view of yourself, you'll speak in a very soft way. And the problem with that is people won't take your advice. If you didn't realize it already, self-improvement, taking action, productivity, business, it's fucking hard. It's so hard to do this. It's so hard to convince someone to get onto this path. No one's gonna fucking take your advice if you sound like you're even the slightest bit unsure. So you need to have more conviction in your advice. You need to have incredible levels of conviction. I got to millions of followers with hard fucking conviction, acting like everyone else in the world was wrong, but I was right. And that's why I grew so much. You need to have such levels of conviction that you almost seem like you're fucking mentally insane, that you have this rock fucking hard belief that what you're saying is the truth, because that's the only way someone in the modern day is actually going to listen to you. If you say like, yeah, I tried to run and running, it can work to, lose some calories and whatever bullshit, you've got to tell people like, yes, running will change your life. Every single day you have to wake up and run at 6 a.m. You have to do it like this and you have to do it like this, and it will get you the result that you want. The viewers who will become customers love that. Think about it. Why would someone buy from you if you seem like you have a low view of yourself? Why would someone buy from you if you seem like you're a little bit uncertain in the advice you give? You would buy from someone who acts like they are absolutely right. You attract customers by not being humble, by being arrogantly sure of yourself. The only problem is buddies. There's two types of viewers. There's buddies and customers. Buddies are like the fucking modern day little losers who just consume content, but they're not going to buy from you. And the problem with buddies is when they hear you talking with like arrogance and this self-belief and conviction, it offends them. Why do you think you talking with this like arrogance and conviction offends certain kinds of people? Because they're insecure. Because they could, like, to them, someone speaking with such certainty is so just, it's so not relatable for them, like these peasantry kind of people who are just fickle and emotional. And a lot of these people, their brains don't even work. They've got ADHD, brain fog and shit. So it's like, why the fuck do you even care what these people will say? These people will leave hate comments telling you, oh, he's so arrogant, he's so sure of himself. Do you remember those times like when you first got into self-improvement, you were going to the gym, you were doing good things, and you felt confident? You must have had someone who was saying this type of shit to you, right? Oh, he's so arrogant, he's so sure. You must have had something like that recently, right? Why would you listen to that motherfucker? This is a side point, but I'll tell you a brief story from college. I had been going to the gym for like a year, 2 years or something. And, I wasn't like super muscular, but I was like, like getting in shape, and I felt so confident about it. And I made a new best friend whose girlfriend didn't like me, and I didn't like her. I thought she was such a red flag, and I would constantly tell this friend to break up with her because I just thought she was such a low quality girl. One day she writes on Twitter about me, saying her exact words, I still remember it, was like, why does Hamza think he's 10 men just because he lifts some weights? Basically she was saying, why is Hamza so arrogant just because he lifts some weights? Why is Hamza so confident? Imagine if I allowed that to infiltrate my mind. Imagine where I would be if I just took that to heart, that little tweet, and I stopped being as confident. Maybe I'd be living in the same fucking hometown. Maybe I wouldn't have ever built this level of success if I allowed that to sort of perturb my mind. Off topic, but she cheated on my friend, got pregnant, convinced him that it was his child, and he raised his daughter for a few years before he found out the truth. So that's an off-topic point, but I think it's relatable here, bro. The people who are telling you to not be so arrogant or confident, they're not like super mature, wholesome people. You know, the people who are telling you be more humble, they're not the best people. Like this girl technically told me to be more humble, and she's a fucking cheater, horrible little witch. The people who are telling you to be humble are not these intelligent, you know, the best people of the planet. They're fucking losers like the rest of us. So why am I going to take the advice from that fucking peasant? Why wouldn't you take the advice from a fucking big dick millionaire, fucking arrogant kickboxer? You know, like the way I can describe myself. Because the truth is, bro, you fucking wish you could talk about yourself the same way that I talk about myself. You wish. It just sounds a bit cringe when you say it. But here's the thing. No one needs to fucking hear it. Say those words in your mind. Think about it, bro. I wake up and this is the shit that I literally say in my mind. Like, yeah, you're this, you did that, millions of followers, this thing, kickboxing, you knocked that fucking guy out. I say these words so that I carry myself with this fucking like enjoyment of life. Like I'm a fucking G. Like I'm a fucking winner, like a champion. And that gets me more fucking wins. It's productive. Like if this was a bad habit, fine. But I'm telling you, not being humble gets you more fucking success. It lets you fuck more women. It gets you more friends. It gets you like so much good shit in life. I'm so surprised that I have to try and make a video like this because the fucking, like, you know why humbleness is pushed to so many people, right? Because the fucking collective insecurity of the masses, when they see someone who's even at a healthy level of self-esteem, they'll try and tear you down like tall poppy syndrome. Think thousands of years ago, if you were a fucking awesome knight, you would have this self-assured belief and no one would tell you, oh, be more humble. No one would say that shit to you. It's only now because everyone's so fucking insecure and we live in a modern day fucking weird time where the peasants have some kind of power on social media where when they see an influencer rise up, they can try and pull him down because basically you're positioning yourself to be too high above the peasants. But I'm telling you, humbleness does not benefit your life in any way. I've seen so many guys who have similar personalities to me where we've tried it. We literally tried the humble way. We had seasons, years of our lives where we genuinely became more humble, had a lower view of ourselves, realized, you know, we're making so many mistakes and listen more to people. And another gay definition of humbleness is to have a higher view of other people. And we've tried this shit. And I'm telling you right now, the amount of like times I've learned from someone who I respect, who says the same thing, which is like being humble got me nowhere. There's a guy I'm thinking of right now. His name's Luke. He's from my area, from like back home, and he's done really well. He's become like the CEO of this big fitness company. You might even actually know it. It's called Shredfast. Super successful guy, right? And he has an old Instagram post. So imagine it's this guy who's fucking jacked. Like I'm talking shredded, 8% body fat. He's become like a leader of like this fitness movement that's kind of like doing really well right now. And he has this old Instagram post. I remember I was scrolling one day and I saw it and it said, being humble got me nowhere. And he was explaining that like when he was younger and he was trying to be humble and nicer to people, it got him nowhere. And when he started to speak with this like arrogant, you know, he comes from like Liverpool, like where I come from. So we swear a lot. We like talk like this and everything. He started to grow like crazy. I read that. I swear to God, this was so interesting. The next day, I did one of the workouts that he kind of like does a follow along video with my girlfriend, like my ex-girlfriend, my brother and his wife. And I had a feeling like this would happen because imagine the workout is like you watch this video of him working out with kettlebells and you follow along, right? And so halfway through it, like always, he'll start ranting to the camera like I do, where he's like, you know, you can do it. Don't you fucking give up. Like, you know, like this, right? And I knew for a fact what was going to happen. I looked around the room, so my brother, his wife, and my girl, when he started that arrogant rant where he was like, this is the best fitness program on the world. He was saying shit like that. And my brother, his wife, and my fucking ex-girlfriend were memorized. They were literally like in a trance watching him because how rare is it to see a guy who's so fucking like actually has healthy levels of self-belief, who's sure of himself. When you are a tough man, and you are sure of yourself, your conviction is contagious. Your frame of mind, your belief literally spreads like fucking vibrations through the earth. I'm telling you, this is legit. If you hardcore believe something, like you are a fucking G, like you are the guy who deserves to fuck the girl, like you are the guy who deserves to get her, you are the guy who will hit that fucking PR, you're strong, your business is great, your product is amazing. If you hard believe that and start communicating it to people with this fucking intensity, people's brains, like this is how humans work, they just have to download that vibrational frequency and they will accept it. So why the fuck would you ever sit there and think, oh man, still got a long way to go, still just getting started? Why would you think these gay little fucking insecure little pussy thoughts about yourself? Because then that's the fucking vibrational frequency you're sending to people. Why the fuck would you send like message like this sort of invisible frequency vibration bullshit? Why would you send that out to the world of like, yep, everyone, I'm a bitch? Walk into the fucking gym like it's your gym. Pretend like you just fucking invested into it and it's your fucking gym, and watch how differently people will treat you even though you didn't say anything differently. Just because your like energy will just spread like fucking osmosis. I'm telling you, this is how you get the success. And here's an interesting thing. This is not because we're bad people. This is not even a selfish gain. This is literally how you get people to take action. Imagine if I was unsure about my self-improvement advice, there'd be at least 10,000 guys who are fucking in the ground dead if it wasn't for my conviction that mental health is important, that meditation will help and journaling will help. This is not just for our own selfish gain, although that's still important. This is how you get people to actually change their lives. Let's say you've got a protocol for your content, right? You're like a fitness YouTuber or something, or an entrepreneur YouTuber. You have a certain protocol, like bit of advice that you give to someone. If you are unsure of that advice, if you're like, this is pretty good advice, whatever, like you're being a humble little fucking peasant, people aren't gonna fucking listen to it. Then you've helped no one. If you have in your mind, like that guy Luke has, this is the best fitness program on the fucking planet, do you see how like him just saying that sentence will make you fucking take it more seriously? So you'll get people a result just based on how strong your own fucking iron mind is. You need to have, like, I love that phrase, an iron mindset, like a brain that just can push off these attacks. Because I'm telling you right now, this is how the world works. You know how I was just saying we send off like these kind of frequencies to our self-belief. The problem is other people send us theirs. What if the moment a girl walks into the gym, she just happens to take a glance at you when your posture is a bit shit, she's gonna send this invisible frequency of like, oh yeah, he looks like a bit of a bitch. You will literally feel like, sometimes you feel like you're having a good day and randomly you start feeling a bit down. Or sometimes you're having a bit of a bad day and randomly you start feeling good. I promise it's this weird fucking emotional frequency shit. Other people are trying to infiltrate your fucking brain with their beliefs that like float through the earth. Just imagine they're like invisible fucking like rays or something. Why would you let their fucking beliefs infiltrate your fucking brain? If there's someone who walks into the gym, imagine it's like another guy, he's like, oh, he looks at you like, oh yeah, he's not that muscular. Imagine fucking listening to that, because being humble is the increased view of other people. Fuck you. Fuck you. Why the fuck am I gonna let other people's fucking, fucking little sperm thing fucking infiltrate my brain? If it's positive shit about me, yeah, sure. If she thinks I'm a fucking G, if that guy fucking respects me, sure, it boosts me. Why would I think of anything in my brain? Why would I let anything in my brain that's not going to serve me? I'm telling you right now, every fucking guy who is a winner has this exact same belief. I saw this in Andrew Tate. I saw this with that student Zayn. I see this with every fucking guy who's really fucking killing it, making a fuck ton of money. We've all got this big arrogant belief, and one of the phrases that I've heard from like consistently is like, I don't let anything into my mind that does not serve me. It serves you to have this big dick energy. It serves you to have this aggressive, almost this violent energy inside of you. Like, I'm the fucking guy. And anytime you feel like someone else's fucking energy is going inside and they don't look at you so well, you have to fight it away with this like iron fucking mind. You have to defend your own beliefs about yourself. I was in the gym a couple of days ago, and there was this girl I was speaking to, and a lot of guys, but a lot of girls have this kind of hater personality where they can still be into you, but they kind of like, they try and put you down a bit. So the analogy I'd give you is, imagine you're with a girl and you walk past the mirror and you flex. Some girls will be like, whoa, and they'll flex with you, or they'll touch it or something, but other girls will look at you and be like, oh, why are you flexing? You could still be smashing that girl, but there's some girls who just got that negative mindset, right? And I was speaking to a girl who I realized had this, and I was so impressed that anytime she was was like looking at me being like, oh, you're this, you're that, you're this, whatever. It was like I was deflecting it from my own brain and not allowing it to infiltrate me. In the end, she ended up looking like she was like some depressed little hater, whereas I almost like skipped away in this happy kind of energy. Why would you let someone's negative fucking perceptions of the world, their insecurities from fucking trauma? A lot of people have been fucking touched by their fucking uncles and shit. A lot of people have got fucking like gastric fucking problems inside of them right now, like they need a shit. Why would you let other fucking human beings infiltrate your mind when you can be the fucking leader who infiltrates the mind of everyone else, and then it's for your benefit, motherfucker? This is literally just the power play of humanity. Who has the strongest belief system? So here's the thing. Well, these humble fucking peasants will try and convince you in comments, in your family and all this shit. They'll try and convince you, hey, be more of a fucking loser like me. And you can listen to them, but it's not going to benefit you in any way. It hasn't worked for them. The people who will tell you to be more humble are losers in every area of life. You're never going to hear some fucking real successful person genuinely tell you to be more humble. They might say it in like the fucking, the content, because they know the peasants will eat that shit up. But I'm telling you, when you get a successful friend, like let's say you become friends with me, or Iman Gaji, or Alex Hormozi, or Andrew, you see these guys who are killing it. I'm telling you, not a single one of these motherfuckers will tell you, oh bro, be more humble, have a lower view. No one's going to fucking say that to you. It's these fucking peasants who are below you who's gonna say, hey, come back down here, come be on the same level as us fucking retards. As always, the red pill is right. The red pill is like this sexual mindset to get girls, but it's kind of like right here. Hold frame. Your frame is basically like those thoughts in your brain, those beliefs. And every day you're warding off attacks from other people. That girl who walked in the gym and she instantly just thought negative about you. This is like, why would you want to go through life with this low emotional frequency, feeling like, oh, I'm not so good, whatever. You'll have a better life, you'll accomplish more of your goals, you'll get more customers, and you'll help them more. It is your benefit to not being humble. Have a look through the comments. I don't look through comments anymore because I don't want this shit to infiltrate my brain. I'm assuming you're still a bit of a retard who checks comments. So if you are a retard, which probably you are, go scroll through the comments of this video and go see how many fucking peasants I triggered. Oh, right. Oh, humbleness. What they're trying to do is sort of push that little brain wave to you to say, oh, bro, have less belief in yourself. Help people less. If you have less conviction in your beliefs, then you'll help people less. You'll convince them to adopt your way of thinking less. They're literally convincing you to be a fucking all-round lower tier person. Don't listen to the fucking peasants. Like, humbleness is for the peasants. I'm telling you right now, humbleness is for peasants. I have yet to see this like soft little philosophy enjoyer fucking, like this fucking little soy boy. He's been watching self-improvement. Like, there'll be a few guys commenting under this. I don't know why we've got some of these fucking retards. There'll be some guys who say that they've been watching self-improvement for years and they're still not in fucking shape. Like, they don't even go to the gym. They're just these fucking nerds who like just fucking think about philosophy and shit, gay shit like that. And they'll be commenting on this video. I know for a fact, guys, don't listen to Hamza. Be more humble. Be more humble. They're not on your side. They are not on your side. I'm on your side because I want you to quickly make some money so you can join my fucking program, and it's a win-win for both of us. These people who are telling you like, believe in yourself less, like yourself less, have less confidence, they're not on your fucking side. Don't you ever fall for it. I fell for it in 2023 and some parts of 2024. My business went down, my fitness went down, my skill with women went down, my happiness went down, like so many different areas of my life went down. And the moment I decided to act like this fucking arrogant, like, this sort of young bull again, the moment I decided to act like this fucking high testosterone, like the metaphorical fucking hard, girthy dick, that's when everything started to improve for me again, including business, including the results that my students are getting. Like, on the page right now is multiple posts from students who have just been making money in my program. Because imagine when I'm coaching my students in this program, which is linked, the top link below this video. Imagine when I'm giving them advice, if I'm acting all humble, guys, you don't have to listen to me, I'm not really sure, you could try it your way. Fuck you. What the fuck? When I tell these guys like some advice, I say fucking do this and you will make money, and guess what? They do it and they made money. All 3 of the students that made money today. Top link in the description, you can go join that. Click and watch this video. Goodbye. Mwah.